Alright boys, today we're going to be talking about the second inning predictions. Now I know a bunch of you guys are curious who is going to be in this second inning program, and today I am going to be throwing out my shots on who I think could be in the second inning. And a lot of these I think I could be pretty spot on, and I have a hunch that at least 2 of the 4 guys I'm going to talk about in this video are going to be in MLB The Show 21 second inning. Now before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button as we're on the road to 5K by the end of the month. Thank you guys so much. Let's get right into it. So, whenever I'm thinking of the first guy that I think could be a second inning boss, and I am pretty set on this one, I am going to put my hands down on Ozzy Smith. Now, I really like the idea of Ozzy Smith being in the game. Now, I think they're going to put a shortstop in this inning, and I'm going to talk about 2 shortstops today. I don't think that they're going to put 2 shortstops in the same program, but I do think one of these 2 shortstops we could see doing it. So, I'm going to go over to shortstop. I don't believe he even has a card yet, although I could be wrong. He might have a small little diamond, but either way, I don't think that hurts his chances of getting a new card. So, we're going to go find the Cardinals, and we're going to look at shortstops. Yes, there is not an Ozzy Smith in the game yet, guys. Kind of just my hint that I think that there's going to be Ozzy Smith. I got a hunch there's always an Ozzy Smith. I would love to see our first Gold Glove card of the year. Now, I don't think Ozzy Smith is going to be a guy who is going to be a very, very high overall. I could see him being maybe a 93, 94 Gold Glove card. They've done something like this in the past. And I could see him being into the game, and he could be one of the first guys that comes in the second inning. Now, I know that a lot of guys love defense at shortstop, and I always love Ozzy Smith's swing. One of my first videos ever on this channel, which I'm going to pop up now, that video was terrible, but it was actually an Ozzy Smith debut of his signature series card in MLB The Show 19, I believe, MLB The Show 19, and it was a lot of fun to just use that card. He was really, really, really good, and obviously I've come a long way from that video, but it's kind of cool, and I would love to kind of just get that card as a tribute to one of my first favorite cards in MLB The Show when I was playing it, and again, whenever I was starting my roots on YouTube. So I think that that is going to be the first guy that I say today, as I think that we're going to get a shortstop in this inning pack. The next guy that I'm going to talk about that I think we could get would be a Cal Ripken. Now, I know that Cal Ripken, he got an inning boss, I believe, in MLB This Show 19, but I don't think he got one in 20. Now, again, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. But to my knowledge, what I'm remembering is that he got that inning boss in 19, and I think it was 19. And so I don't really think that he's going to get one this year necessarily over Ozzy Smith right now, but I think that it's definitely a viable option to get Cal Ripken. Now, the next guy that I think we are going to actually get would be a Jim Thome. Now, I was talking about this in my chat a little bit. I could definitely see a first base Jim Thome. The dude absolutely rakes. I like the guy a lot. I really hope that he gets a card because that dude absolutely smashes righties. There's just something about Jim Thome's swing last year. He was absolutely filthy. He didn't get an inning boss last year. He was actually face of the franchise, and so he didn't get one of those cards, so I could see him getting one, and I could see him being someone that everyone puts on his team because he absolutely rakes. The only reason you wouldn't put Jim Thome on your team would be if you had Big Papi, but I mean, even if, the guy absolutely rails righties, and he has an amazing swing. He's going to play terrible defense, but he's going to hit absolute bombs. The next guy that I think they're going to add into the game that I could really see would be Joe Morgan. Now, I know I'm going into these middle infield spots first, and that's kind of calculated. I'm going to get into some pitcher options in a little bit, but I could really see Joe Morgan getting a card. I love Joe Morgan. He was part of the XP reward path last year. He crowds the plate. He doesn't necessarily do anything crazy, but Joe Morgan, he has an 82 overall rookie card. I don't really think that would affect him getting an inning card. I think that Joe Morgan's obviously he's going to get a better card, and I could see them doing it in the second inning. I feel like he would be someone that would be really good to kind of just start off the game with. There's not too many good second basemen in the game right now. I currently have the Ryan McMahon. This guy has been a stud for me, and I also have Roberto Alomar, but I would love to ditch Roberto Alomar for someone like Joe Morgan. Alomar's hitting 250 for me. The guy sucks right now, and I would love to get rid of this guy and just add a Joe Morgan there. Joe Morgan usually has diamond defense, and he usually destroys righties, so I'd love to see what his card would look like this year. And I know he's going to get a card. It might not be in the second inning, but my hunch is that he will get a card in the second inning this year. The next guy that I'm actually going to be talking about as far as pitchers is I think that we could necessarily see a pitcher, but I don't think it's going to be a starting pitcher. I actually think that it's going to be a closer, and the first guy that kind of pops to my mind when I think of closer is I think of Raleigh Fingers. Now, Raleigh Fingers, I think, could necessarily come in the game this year. And I know it'd be a little bit early, but he was part of the XP reward path. I could see a Raleigh Fingers coming in the game. He's definitely going to get a card at some point, but we'll see if they end up doing it in the second inning. I don't necessarily see this being a prime card or MVP card, but maybe a veteran card or maybe even a rookie card. Raleigh Fingers, he's really good. He's got that sinker. Raleigh Fingers has that sinker, that slider, that forkball, and he's kind of just a little bit disgusting. I could really see Raleigh Fingers getting a card because the guy was pretty solid. I know he's not necessarily someone that everyone would splooge about, but I think he would be a good card and someone that would make a lot of different teams. Now, boys, this is actually going to conclude the predictions. I know it's not going to be a super long video, but these are kind of my predictions and what I think. Now, if you guys have a different opinion, you think that certain cards are going to come to the game, let me know in the comment section below, as I would love to hear what you guys think. And these are just kind of the guys that I can see happening. Of course, there could be more, and it's kind of hard at the beginning of the year to kind of guess some of these cards that are going to come out. But these are the guys that I could definitely see coming to the game. Now, boys, if this video ended up helping you guys out or you enjoyed it, make sure you guys drop that like and sub button. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.